In this video, I will be determining which SMP is better, the Dream SMP or the Epic SMP. Let's get into it. Both of these servers have taken the entire world by storm, so I thought that it was my duty to make a video on which one is better. Now in a way, this is like comparing apples to oranges, at least in subjective comparisons such as humor. First, I'll try to compare these servers as objectively as I can. I'll be doing this by comparing views, subscribers, and total following. By the way, these videos take me weeks of research and even longer to edit, so it would be so awesome if you could like and subscribe. I have several hilarious videos that I can guarantee you will enjoy if you like both the Dream SMP or the Epic SMP. Anyways, back to the video. Both SMPs are able to achieve absolutely insane amounts of views on YouTube and Twitch. Each SMP has very well established content creators including Dream, TommyInnit, Swagger Souls, Fitz, and Technoblade. The first comparison I'll be making is simply the following. I will be adding up the total subscriber count of each server to help determine the total popularity. I will only be using each content creator's main channels because their subscribers on their second channels are more than likely the same people that are subscribed to their main channel. Now that we've got that out of the way, let's get into the numbers. The Epic SMP with 41 total members has a total of 66,818,000 subscribers. Those are some insane numbers. However, the Dream SMP with only 33 total members has over 137,450,000 subscribers. The Dream SMP has double the amount of subscribers as the Epic SMP despite having less members. Now the Dream SMP has been around for just over 9 months longer than the Epic SMP has, meaning that those creators may not have had a huge blow up like some of the Dream SMP members have. Many of the Dream and Epic SMP members are mainly Twitch streamers, so I thought it would only make sense to also put the total Twitch following into the debate for more evidence. The Epic SMP has a combined 14,137,000 followers on Twitch. The Dream SMP has an insane total of 32,556,000 Twitch followers. That, once again, is over double the amount of followers seen on the Epic SMP. Now, having a large following doesn't mean everything. We know that creators have had an insane amount of views, despite not having as big of a following. Plus, each server is streamed live on Twitch and YouTube. This compelled me to find the average amount of live viewers pulled over the last month by each SMP. I decided to sample the average viewers over the past month because the Epic SMP has only been around for a month at the time of me writing the script, meaning that if I used a larger time frame, then the numbers wouldn't be as accurate. After calculating the numbers, I found out that the average streamer on the Epic SMP gets around 10,298 viewers at a time. This number is actually skewed because streamers such as Carl Jacobs and Quackity, who are also members on the Dream SMP, are averaging over 160,000 viewers per stream, while the other members are hanging around the 5,000 to 9,000 range. I decided to keep it in though, that way I wouldn't have to make the math too complicated. That being said, the average live viewers from the Dream SMP is just over 50,000. That number's unheard of. That being said, the Dream SMP wins in those fields. Some of the genius that comes from the Dream SMP is that the server owner, Dream, only allows a few new people in at a time. This helps keep the server fresh with new members, but not an overwhelming amount of new people for the viewers. This allows them to be able to catch up and enjoy watching the streams even more. I think that this aspect makes the Dream SMP maybe a little bit easier to watch, allowing for the server to maintain such a large amount of viewers. One of the biggest differences between the Epic SMP and the Dream SMP is how the Dream SMP is scripted. The Dream SMP follows an intricate storyline that involves the members acting in certain ways to forward the plot. They have wars and governments that help the story stay fresh. Now they still have the same personality that they normally have on stream, but instead it is towards a character in this certain story, in which the final outcome is already determined. The Epic SMP is not scripted. Now, don't get me wrong, the members of the server still put on a show and exemplify their personality through their character that they use on stream. An amazing example of this is Jschlatt, who says many times that his internet persona is supposed to be like a character on TV who isn't supposed to be taken seriously. Now clearly, the scripting of the Dream SMP has generated way more views than the Epic SMP has, but the scripted entertainment format just isn't what the Epic SMP is about. That is what I meant when I was talking about how it is like comparing apples to oranges. Now either way, it's time to get into some controversial stuff for you guys. Which SMP is the funnier SMP? Which SMP appeals to that part of your brain that makes you chuckle a little bit? For me, they both do a pretty good job at that, but I also think that they each have different types of humor. The Dream SMP's humor appeals to a wider audience that will understand the jokes and not get offended by something that they may say. The Epic SMP appeals to a different type of audience, one that is more matured. The Epic SMP's humor can definitely be a little too far at times, but I personally personally find it funnier than most of the Dream SMP bits. However, since I am trying to do this as objectively as possible, we need to take their views into account. We have to understand that this is their actual job. It's how they pay their bills. Knowing that, this means that they're trying to optimize the perfect amount of viewers that they can have so that they can make as much money as possible. The Dream SMP style of humor does a way better job at this than the Epic SMP does. We have direct evidence of this from the insane view counts that the Dream SMP pulls in compared to the Epic SMP. Now, based on these observations and from my personal research, we can conclude that the Dream SMP is in fact the better SMP. If you are a small creator, the Dream SMP is the server that you would want to hop on, which is probably why I see so many TikToks about people trying to get onto it. We have evidence of it boosting people's careers to insane points, including Tommy Innit, who is currently the #1 Twitch streamer. He averages over 270,000 viewers per stream. Having a server that can blow up a person this much is it's crazy. It's crazy. I also feel the need to say that Tommy's success isn't just because of the Dream SMP. If he hadn't been as entertaining and as good of a content creator already, then his success would have been minimal. It takes hard work and talent to be able to grasp an opportunity given to you. So finally, based on objective terms, we can determine that the Dream SMP is in fact the better SMP. Now I think that is completely up to you to find out what you enjoy watching. And please keep in mind that this has nothing to do with how entertaining these servers are to me personally. I could watch both for hours on end. This discussion purely has to do with the actual view counts and total following of each SMP. I would like to push a huge thank you out to Dream and Matt Watson for creating these amazing servers and giving us such awesome content. That's it. The video's over. You can leave now. Goodbye. Bye. Leave.